Let's do it. In dreams that make us feel good. Let's do it. Oh boy. What up? A little under the weather, but we'll make it. Oh, evening, everybody. Oh. So much value. No coffee at this point. Too much of it today, maybe. Yeah, tonight's gonna be crazy. I don't know what to make of it. What's going on, everyone? I don't really like Blake tonight. Let's put it this way. He hasn't been a focus of mine yet. Okay, perfectly okay with that. So next would be labs. Just trying to slowly work my way through it. Playing FanDuel tonight. Yeah, as of right now, I've got Lance. Can't imagine changing that either. Teague or Wiggins. Teague and Wiggins, okay. I'd be shocked if I had TLC. Life is treating me meh. Came home a little early today. Wasn't feeling very good. Took a nap. Feeling a little bit better right now. Not sure what was going on. If I'm just batteries are just drained or what. Ugh. I need to figure out what my next piece is after Stevens and B Jelly. Because I don't really know what it is. That's probably it, Barry. I wish I liked Ben Simmons more. Because that would be the cure for everything, but I don't. Yeah, just FanDuel tonight. I make my own coffee every morning. You think the wife's up at 4:45 making coffee for me before I record videos for you degenerates? Absolutely not. If she's not at the gym in the morning, that girl is asleep until I'm done. I don't think I can go AD. I don't want to go Towns, but if I don't go Towns, it's got to be Embiid or Cousins. I don't particularly want Cousins, which means that I should want Embiid. But for some reason, I feel like Embiid is too expensive. Like, why is Embiid's price going up? Guys, all my top thoughts are on my website. Alright. Check out AD versus Charlotte. Yeah, seems like he's had 3 good games. So, you know, it's a lot. None of those teams had Dwight Howard. Chris Paul, 10-1, good matchup. Why couldn't they be? People are just ranked in tiers in my projections. Those are my thoughts. If you have got guys that are in the same tier and you have any questions, let me know and I'll answer. I mean, for me, it's Bertans. But there's so much value elsewhere that it might not even matter. So, I don't know. The trickle down is tough. Alright, so if I would do that, that would be okay. I'd really prefer to not have Harrell, which would mean I would go Saric. I can't go Saric and Ben Simmons, can I? Alright, I'm going to put that in for now. Just to cover my bases. I had Collison in, that would have been fun. Alright, Paul, Dennis Smith Jr. Just clear the whole fucking thing, I guess. Paul, Dennis Smith Jr. Wiggins and Gordon. I just need a new placeholder because I had Collins in there. Lance and B Jelly. Okay. I'm not even looking at TLC, I don't think. So, probably Corey. I don't think there's any need to be worried, Beto. Name the starter, youth, back-to-back, doesn't matter. If they're going to go out of their way to demote Tony Parker to name Murray, he's not just going to suddenly not get run. I mean, that would be really weird to me. No, not really. I don't like Ben. It's just I needed a placeholder. That was the first one I saw. Guys, everybody likes Lance Stevenson. I'm not recreating the wheel there. He's 3,900. He's going to play 30 minutes, or at least he should. He's in 109. He's in 98 of 100 lineups. So it doesn't matter like what you think Lance Stevenson's going to do. He's an above value play to start. Whether you think he's going to score 25, 30, 40, 50, it doesn't change anything. He just sort of is. Markkanen. Is Stevenson any different on DK? Yeah, he's fine on DK. So for me, it's Towns, Embiid, or Horford, which means what exactly? The lineup that I just put in FanDuel is not going to be my lineup. Not even probably close. I just needed something else because I had Collison in. So really easily, you picked Lance. I would not have Corey Joseph, Lance Stevenson, and Oladipo. I don't expect to have Oladipo. It does make me like, well, actually, you know what? That's the perfect time to look at that. So, cleaning the glass. Pacers lineups. I mean, I don't care if he's starting or not. I haven't looked at Powell at all. Because so many of these questions can be answered by just simply going and looking at my site. That way it doesn't seem like I'm ignoring you. What was I doing? Okay. So defensive rating is 108.3. With Collison off the court, it is 107.5. So they're a point better on defense. Okay. That's good. What about with no Turner? 107.5. This is going to have to go up, right? Yeah, 108.9. Okay. Right, Beta? I just prefer the other value from Indiana. Oladipo's price, kind of a little bit of a pain to me. So I'd rather take the value from the Indiana game and pay up elsewhere to guys that I liked earlier. Am I just overthinking Embiid? Should he just be the play? Third highest implied total. Bulls, nothing special defensively. That 11,000 price tag is just fucking brutal. I haven't looked at anything about All-Star snubs. Harden and Bertans. No idea, Brandon. Whoever fits in my lineup. Right now, that's fucking anybody. I just, like, all signs point to Harden. But I don't, like, I just don't want him. Maybe I should. 11.5 is just so expensive. All of these stars are just, like, slightly overpriced. That's why I really think I need to be looking at Chris Paul. Has never played well against Dallas, which is kind of infuriating. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Maybe not. You guys got to remember, it's not necessarily always about likes. It's about making pieces fit. And when all this value comes out, it's as if the pieces of the puzzle get rounded off more and more so that it's easier to fit shit in. They become a little bit more liquid. Chris Paul, 10, he needs 50. Lives in the mid-range. Dallas gives it up. He's not one for getting all the way to the rack. Ugh. I wouldn't have Jalen at this point. Or do I just take Towns and say the hell with it? No, it's probably Wiggins, right? Last two games, taking tons of shots. Just gotta hope they fall. Yeah, I gotta go Wiggins. Which means L signs point to Embiid. Why should I not take Horford is really my only question left. Paul and Joseph, Booker and Ricky. Probably Paul and Joseph. Horford is 6,700. That is a ridiculous price. This is a guy that was 7,400 a couple days ago. At one point, 7,800. Al Horford has his lowest price since November, the beginning of November. He put up almost 6x in his last game, and they cut his price by 400. And now he's playing the Clippers without their real center. Okay, so let's see the Clippers defense with and without Jordan. Embiid is chalky because, one, there's a ton of value on the slate, so he naturally pulls. Two, the boogie game. And three, because of the injuries, you have to assume that he's going to, be looking for it a little bit more. All right, so they're at 109 as a team. When DeAndre Jordan is not playing, what is their defensive rating? 106. Interesting. Wow. What a crazy season for the Clippers. With DeAndre Jordan off the court, Tyrone Wallace is already in more lineups than, is in their most used lineup. That's fucking insane. Yeah, Boogie's numbers were off the charts one way or the other. He put up 40, 20, and 10. That's not because he played an extra 10 minutes. Well, I mean, it is, but, not really. Yeah, William, I do. Do I just eat the Embiid chalk? I don't like it, but I don't have a choice. I can't pay 12.5 for Cousins in a matchup I don't like. And I can't pay for Drummond. Only other guy I'd have any interest in would be Capella. So let's just say it's Embiid. Now to the Sixers. Big with Simmons. Let's get to Embiid. Chicago Bulls 29th in forcing turnovers, so not necessarily the game where you would expect that. So if I go Embiid, logic tells me I should go Simmons. All right, let's rerun this. Max 2. Yeah, that's probably how it will always work. I'm sure Andre Drummond is crying himself to sleep on a pile of $20 million. Dude, if I made NBA, if I had Andre Drummond's money, you can kick my dad square in the dick and I don't care. Certainly not going to care about the damn All-Star game. I would guess. No, I thought that game was in Utah. I was going to say, I would guess Andre Drummond is more mad that he has to be in the state of Utah than he is that he didn't make the All-Star team. Beto, that might actually be a true statement. To be fair, though, Embiid has been better than Drummond this year by a little bit. And on a per possession basis, he grades out as my number 2 player in basketball. So Embiid is numero dos on a per possession basis right now. Right behind Russ. Yeah, so Joe Young starting ahead of Joseph makes perfect sense. Corey Joseph is used to not starting. He's used to not warming up to start. They bring Corey Joseph in off the bench, and then he runs with the second unit once the game gets... Or runs with the first unit once the game gets started. Pretty common. Tyreek out. That shouldn't matter. I'm going to keep going. Get a lineup in there first. Harrell or Markkanen. Jesus. Jarrell Martin out, Tyreek Evans out. Where's this shit on like a 4-game slate? Oh. Who made the haul? Chipper, Vlad, Tomei, Trevor Hoffman. Alright, do I need to put a Braves shirt on for Chipper? Man, Jim Tomei being in the Hall of Fame is kind of funny. Yeah, I haven't, I won't have any Marcus George Hunt. So I gotta respond to something quick. Alright, so no Jarrell Martin and no Tyreek. Good God. Manny, not close. Man, no Evans and no Martin is kind of crazy. That game is a dumpster fire. And how if I knew who half of these guys were on the Grizzlies? This is going to be difficult. So 627 already. NBA depth charts. Ben McLemore has got to get a ton of time now, right? Ivan Robb, he's probably got to play 20. Chalmers up. Harrison up. How much can Wayne Selden play? He can get to 28. That's still 20 more fucking minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, it's probably not going to matter to me how any of these guys do or how any of these guys pop up, but let's just see first. Fly safe, Barry. Night shift, not fun. Oh yeah, Kobe Simmons is available. So another 15 there. Not going to McLemore. That's interesting. Why wouldn't they? Oh, yeah, they will. Not gonna matter. I'm not looking at that shit. Harrison and Selden are starting. Okay. Lance and Simmons. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to that shit. Okay. So it seems like Murray, and I'm fine with that, I think. Yeah. Alright, who do I want as my other point guard? Not Kyrie. I can't imagine taking Mills over Murray. I don't know what the reason would be to do that. So much Dennis Smith Jr. I just don't feel like there's upside in his price. 6,600 is 33 fantasy points for 5x, which is fine. But you really need a specific sort of night for him to get higher than that. It's like he doesn't totally fill it. Everybody's saying Kemba, but why? I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but like... You need 42 for 5x. Like, you can put up 38 and play well. It is a great spot. It's just a bad price. I just can't get myself to Kemba, and I don't know why. Maybe I should. Maybe that's my blind spot. As I sit here with a Hornets hat on. Let's see, should I take Kemba? Man, if I would have had all these tabs open on the old computer, this thing would have ate dicks 25 minutes ago. Am I just crazy? Is Kemba just that obvious of a play? He might fucking be. Alright, so if it's Kemba... Oh shit. I should probably rerun that without Evans. Ugh. Yeah, man, it is getting kind of consistent. 455 right now is wild shit. No, it's Mighty Joe Young. This is frustrating. Collison's out, Andrew, rather, sorry. Alright, I can't see moving off of anything there. Only guy I can naturally move off of would be Ben Simmons. But it doesn't even pull, like it barely pulls me AD. So, yeah, I need to have a piece of that Pelicans Hornets game. "22 minutes, folks." DVP. Where's that deep dive shit? There it is. Point guards versus the Pelicans. Grant went off. Evans was rough. Schroeder went off. Kyrie was fine. Jarrett Jack went off. I don't really want DeMar DeRozan. Benjamin, I do. If you head to my website, you should see a PayPal link, but it's paypal.me/Josh Engleman. And thank you. Not necessary, but thank you. It's fine. He's fine at 6,900. Yeah, Daniel, that's not how it works. I don't just give out a lineup and then we all play the same thing and split the money. That's fucking stupid. I'll tweet it out when I'm locked. I don't want to play DeMar. Ugh. Why does it always come down to DeRozan? The problem is if I play Drew, I've got $1,000 left over. I've got $1,400 in salary if I were to play Drew. That could take me from... Okay, Murray would be to 66. Which takes me to Dennis Smith. I'd rather have Murray than Smith. Is that a good thing? I don't know what that means. $500. $500. Look at that. We hit it. We are going to be able to say, I remember when. Nah, I'd much rather have Bertans than Harrell. Got it, Benjamin. Thank you, my man. I do like the idea of having Drew. I think I'd rather have Booker over Drew, though. But even if I go to Booker, that's $1,100 free. I'm not moving off of Stevenson or B. Jelly. 1100 takes me from Simmons to 9800, which I don't think is anybody at 4. Oh, I don't know if I said this in one of the videos, but the computer that I bought went on sale at Best Buy for $150 off. So I saved 150 bucks. Boom. $98. There's no natural progression off of Simmons. That's the problem. If I get off of Simmons, I can bump up to 9,800. There's nobody at that level. If I'm going to play Embiid, I'm fine with playing Simmons. Bertans can get up to 5,000. But I'd rather have Bertans than Harrell. I don't trust Montrezl Harrell tonight. So my next move would be Wiggins, which I don't want to do, but I can go to 72, which would be CJ. Would I prefer CJ knowing that there's no Jimmy Butler? Does no Jimmy Butler benefit Lillard or CJ more? Man, this is a tricky one. CJ needs 35. What if I unlock Wiggins? One sec. Whew, that was nerve-wracking. Thought the puppy dog was freaking out, but he was just dreaming. Let's see. Oh my God. This is frustrating, guys. Dame or Lowry? Now that Butler's out, I'd say Dame. Thanks, man. I'll put that to a beer at some point. Nobody, Willie? All right. 109.3 with normal. What is it if Butler's not on the floor? 118. So there's something to think about, everybody. When Jimmy Butler is not on the floor, the Timberwolves defense plays at a 118.1 points per possession pace, which would be in the second percentile. Atrocious. They have as low of an effective field goal percentage as they could possibly have. I think that puts CJ in a really good spot. Does CJ rebound that ball? They're also an atrocious rebounding team in that case. Ooh, I think Lillard is going to go ham now. All right. No, it still probably fits CJ a little bit better. No, that might not be true. Hmm. 11 minutes. Chalmers, I guess, but none of the above. I don't think Corey Joseph is starting, no. But that doesn't matter. Don't conflate starting with quality. Sarge. Wiggins. That feels like a really good spot for Devin Booker. He's just going to shoot the fucking ball. What happened to Indy's foul rate without Collison and Turner? I'm not too concerned with Oladipo guarding Booker if Oladipo doesn't have Collison with him. Tyreek Evans has no impact on how Murray is going to play. Oh, Cat for sure there. Okay, so they're mid-tier in free throw rate with the Collins out. That's interesting. So when the Pacers as a collective are one of the best teams at keeping people off of the free throw line. But if Miles Turner and Collison aren't on the floor, they fall to a mid-tier foul rate team, which is interesting to me. That makes me like Booker even more. I'm pretty happy right now. Matthews or Murray? Matthews or Murray with an E. I'll go with Murray with an E. I mean, what's the difference in their price? CJ on DK is 67. Lou is what? Some kind of fucking asinine price, so I can't even answer this. Yeah, 81. I can't answer that question. I can't pick between guys that are $1,400 apart. The answer is Lou. You got to tell me what you're doing with the savings. Walker or Lillard? Probably Lillard, but I don't know anymore. I feel pretty good. Boop, 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 boop. Does anything weird happen if I do that? Nope. Murray, Wiggins, Simmons, B. Jelly, Embiid. I don't have a ton of interest in Thad, but I like the rest of it. Booker or DeRozan? I think Booker. Yeah, I really want to like Wiggins. There's just too much value out there. Like, I would have loved to have him in, but I can't get to where I want to be with him on the floor. How much is Labs? It's like ridiculously stupid expensive, right? $20 for a fucking 5-day trial. Brutal. That is so expensive. I need to put out my own website, man. Shit. Wouldn't take much. Wouldn't need too many subscriptions to quit my job. $50 a head. Thanks, Kenneth. King, man, you're super fucking negative. I could probably be my own accountant, Matt. CJ Griffin or Wiggins and Irving. Boy. Best I can do is tell you my order of how I like those guys, which would be Irving, CJ, Wiggins, Griffin. One second, texting the financier. I guess Kemba. Yeah, what I really need to do is just develop a better website. Not that I have any aspirations of charging for it, but I'd love to add a bunch of features. It's really not my wheelhouse. I'm not exactly looking for a partner. I've barely looked at the Hornets, if I'm honest. I got really tempted to enter this qualifier and try to win a ticket, but I'm not sure I can justify $44 for a shitty payout. But man, would it be cool to go to that final. Only on DK do I like Ibaka. I think that's it. We are locked. Alrighty. So, just to go over it, I went Kemba, Murray, Booker, CJ, Lance, B. Jelly, Ben Simmons, Bertans, and Embiid. Simmons 40% owned, Embiid 30, Lance 45, Devin Booker at 15 makes me pretty happy. Kemba at 30, I'm happy there. That all looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, I have Bielitsa and Bertans as value plays in the later games. I'm hoping CJ works as like my wild card. So what do we need out of these clowns that are playing now? 42, 85, 105. All right, we need 200 out of those guys. I'm pretty happy about this. I think I am going to stick around for baseball, Andrew. I don't know how necessarily I'm going to do it. There'll be a lot less live streams and probably just morning content and probably some more written content. Baseball lends itself a little bit easier to like written content and tables, so. Well, that's it, guys. I am done. Thank you all for being here. We hit 514. Is that the peak? 523. At 6:45, we hit 523 people. That is a new record by far. I love it. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna go play with my puppies now, and I'm gonna watch some basketball. Best of luck. I will see you gents in the morning. Ladies, if you're here as well, I'll see you too. And great. I hope everybody has a good night, so long as you have the same guys as I do. With that said, adios.